Hi, welcome back for the next episode of the Recruitment 101 podcast. And this time it's a little bit different. We are on camera and we are tuning in from New York City with
Hi.
Sophie Clark. Hi.
Hello. How are you doing, Miles?
Good, thank you.
Good.
So we have just had your first anniversary in New York. And
Yeah.
obviously you've had an incredible year and you've had the best success there, and I know you've loved your year there as it is. So talk to me about it. Tell me about your highlights.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that it's been 1 year already. It feels like it's absolutely flying by. I feel like I'm still kind of getting to know the city, still getting lost. But it's been really good. I think a lot of the highlights have been very like people focused in terms of we've been able to meet people in person that previously just been working with remotely, and I think that really like expands those relationships. Like it's great that we can do so much remotely, but I do think that you really gain something new from face-to-face interactions, both with like candidates and clients. So that's been amazing, as well as like seeing our own team develop and really like get our own culture. And we're still very like involved in Skills Alliance as a whole, but since being like boots on the ground in New York, we're really coming together as our own team and getting our own like little office culture. So I think, yeah, those have been some of the more general highlights. Yeah.
No, it looks amazing. I've seen lots happening on Instagram, and I've seen the vibes, the office. I've seen little Eddie in the office as well.
Yes, you've got
Like
dog
the
in the office
vibes
now.
all look for context there. Eddie is a little Pomeranian that comes
Yeah.
into the office
He
for
keeps us
viewers.
all in line, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
no, yeah, it's been great. So obviously, like on top of just really enjoying your year, you've
Yeah.
actually been so successful and you have hit all of your targets and personally built over $300,000.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell us about it. How have you done that? How has being in New York helped you do that?
Definitely. Well, it kind of goes back to those relationships, really, I think, because it has been a difficult year for life sciences. It's been a difficult year for communications, for agencies. So it's not been the easiest of years from a market perspective. So I was really proud to have still hit the targets. That was really, yeah, that was like a personal like moment of pride for me for 2023. And we did the sort of analysis of where it all came from. And something like 85% of it was all from existing clients, existing relationships. So leveraging them, expanding them through, yeah, face-to-face interactions, but also just getting to know businesses a little bit better.
Mhm.
And the same on the candidate side, like it's been a lot of similar, like a lot of the same contractors that I've been using, which is fantastic. I get to know them really well. I get to really, and it makes it really easy to sell them because I can really like sell their their abilities, their capabilities. Um, and yeah, I get to know them and the clients so much better through
Mhm.
working with both of them on an ongoing basis, and still onboarding new clients, still working with new clients, of course. And I really enjoy doing that. But I'd say the real key to the success over the past 12 months has been existing relationships. Yeah,
Wow. Have you found that since you've been in New York, you've been able to sort of build on those relationships and maintain them
definitely.
better than you would have done in the UK?
Definitely. Yeah. There's the practical aspect of the fact that like the hours in the day that I have feel like they've doubled.
Yeah.
Like in the UK, I was having to wait until about 1 o'clock to really kind of speak to people would be the earliest, and
Yeah.
then things trickling through to the evening. So just from a practical aspect, it's like maximized it, as well as yeah, being able to meet people. And I think it's also just building connections with people based on like mutual links. Like
Yeah.
one of my contractors, he sent me a really good list of restaurants and recommendations for New York, which has been like one of the best things about moving here is that everybody knows New York. And he ended up, one of the restaurants he recommended to me was on my street, and
Oh, wow.
it's also one of the best restaurants I've been to, so that was very nice. So
Win-win.
yeah, everyone's been really welcoming from that respect, and I do think it helps build those relationships as well. Yeah.
Mhm. So this question kind of ties into the back of that one, But do you think that you have gained more in being in New York in your first year than what you would have in the UK? So obviously this is in terms of clients, but do you think that you have gained more as a whole? Like obviously you've had a really successful year, but you also had successful years in the UK.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
to
always,
get my pom-poms out, but
no, thank you. No, it's kind of the big question, isn't it? Because it's like, you know, did I make the right decision by being here? And it's one of those things where you're never going to know for sure, but I really think so. And not just from a billing perspective, not just from a client perspective, but I also think my own career development as well. Like as much as I love the London office and I had a great time there, this is a completely different experience as a recruiter and just as a like in general for my professional development, really getting to like see how an office is built, like and how to create a team. And I feel like I'm a lot more involved in some of the day-to-day stuff, like the wider operations than I would have been in London. So I do feel that it's really grown my career from all aspects. So not just the actual doing deals recruitment side,
I suppose
but
that comes from a small team as well, doesn't it? That you're more involved in the operations and the running of everything. And I suppose you have a bit more of an inside scoop.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I love about our SVP, Rachel, is that she does involve us in those conversations. And I think there's a lot of businesses where that wouldn't happen, regardless of the size. But she's still, because she's really committed to, you know, a transparent team, but also our professional development, that, yeah, like she talks to us about these things and we know what's going on. And, you know, like we understand how, like, the method behind it all and the workings. And I think
how it all ticks,
yeah, exactly. And that's really cool because you get to see how your contributions are contributing to like a wider thing. So I think it's really been an amazing experience for my development from both angles.
Would you, so you know, you have, you know, you've hit your 1 year mark now.
Yeah.
What is your career trajectory looking like for your next year? Sort of what is the career trajectories that are available to someone that wants to come into the New York office and you know build out a career there?
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of the things, because we're a smaller team, is that the sky's the limit, honestly. So, and including if you come into an existing team like my own, the possibilities are endless, really. And that's one of the other reasons why I thought it was a really cool opportunity, because when you're part of something that's quite new, there are way more options there. And it's the same for anybody still joining. We've got the 3 different paths. We've got the super biller path where you can get promoted based on your billings. Because, you know, there shouldn't be a cap on someone's development just because they don't want to go down the managerial route.
Yeah, exactly.
We do have the managerial route, which is what I'm looking to do. So I'm now looking to build my own team. And then we've also got the client service route as well. So focus on business development. And that's, again, one of the things that I think is really great about Skills Alliance, is that we understand that not everybody's got the same goals and not everybody's got the same skill set, and we don't just understand it, but we celebrate it and we give people those options to grow their career in a way that is suited for them as well.
Yeah, you know, would you say that, you know, you can come in also almost not realizing which one of those you want to take, and then it can sort of develop over time, and you can decide, you know, when you realize what's making you tick and what you're really good at, and you can sort of adapt your career changes?
Definitely. Like I wasn't really sure if management was what I wanted to do, and then I figured that out through things like our really good, like we've got an amazing managerial training course. And then, you know, having hands-on experience managing and mentoring. And then I was like, no, this is actually something that I want to do. And I felt really supported in every step of realizing that and that journey. Like I'd never felt like I've been pushed to go one direction. And I think that everybody can feel the same way.
Well, that's great. I suppose that is again the art of having a smaller team, you know. Like sometimes when you're in a bigger team, these things you might not realize them as easy as well. You might try and, you know, be a bit of a sheep and follow people, but in a small team you really have the art of being able to build exactly what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So how is 2024 looking for you? Do you have any big plans for the year? Any room for future growth? Anything that you want to share?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So the immediate plan is that we're proactively hiring for my team, which is really exciting. I've really been looking forward to doing this. So as a bit more context, so anybody watching, I do contract medical communications recruitment. But right now I'm doing everything that comes under that umbrella. So there's it's a big market, it's a really exciting market, it's a market that I love, and there's so much room for other people to come in, and we're just scratching the surface of what can be done. And part of the limitation is that there's only so much that one person can do. So we're looking for someone to join my team, who can help get a bit more of that business coming our way. And there's scope as well for us to really specialize as well over time. So people to do medical education, someone to do marketing and advertising, someone to do PR. Like, it's a really exciting market that is a very broad market as well. And at Skills Alliance, we really, as you'll know, Mills, like, we really like specializing and becoming like experts in what you do and becoming the person in what you do. Yeah, and I used to do a lot more on the medical education side rather than more general medical communications. And so it's a model that we've done before, and it's a model that works really well in this market. We've got the experience and we've got the tools to be able to replicate that. So looking for the first person to come into the team, which is really exciting for them because it is a big market, and it means that they can come in and really like stake their claim and really run with it. And then we'll continue to bring people in to as the market's ready for it and as we're ready for it as a team. Because there's a lot going on in it.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. Yeah. So that's the like main priority right now, is doing that. As well as we're also hiring for other roles for experienced hires in our team in other markets as well. We'd love to do things in markets that we've not done before at Skills Alliance as well, so that we can continue to expand those capabilities. And then hopefully as well moving offices as well to a bigger space. That's something we're hoping to do on the cards in 2024 as well.
Yeah. So you're currently in a WeWork, are you, in the financial district?
Yeah. So down in FiDi, which is a great spot because it's really easy for pretty much everybody to get to, regardless of where you are in the city. Whether you commute a little bit or whether you just live up the road, whatever it is, like it's really easy for pretty much all of us to get to. And it's really good having it in a WeWork actually at the moment, because we don't need to think about like the office stuff. Like, we don't need to think about office maintenance. And the girls that work there,
great offices. Really, I mean, nice. I love a WeWork. They look. I know yours looks amazing. Every time I've rang you, I think that office looks so nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. I do think that the coffee could be a bit better, but like that's
take note of WeWork if you're watching.
Yeah, I will be sending an email. But yeah, and the girls that work there in particular are really nice. Like, we've got it's actually a really nice place to, like, environment to work in as well. And the way that our contract is that we can move different, like, because we're in a private office there, we can move in different office spaces as we grow, so it gives us that flexibility to grow as well. Which is really, really good. Yeah, and it's dog friendly, so Eddie can come in, which is the best part. Obviously that's the priority. Sold
alone on that.
Yeah, exactly.
So overall, would you recommend the New York Skills Alliance office to someone looking for to change and have a new role? I know that there are a couple of other life science recruitment firms now coming to New York, and I know that they are probably operating on a slightly different business model where they're having much larger offices, whereas we have a smaller office and a smaller team, but we're really specializing and we're really becoming experts in what we do. So with that in mind, what would you say to someone that's looking at the moment for a role in New York City?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I think it's a fantastic opportunity. I think it's a really good opportunity, but I don't think it's the opportunity for everybody. I think it's for somebody that is happy with being visible in a business, that, you know, you're happy with there not being any room to hide. And there's obviously, you know, some fear that, you know, that can be daunting at times. But the main thing is that we want somebody that's excited by that, because that means that, you know, all eyes are going to be on you in the best possible way. Then there's room to grow, there's room to build things, there's room to really be part of something that's really exciting. And, you know, yeah, there are companies and they hire a load of, you know, high headcount, mostly grads, and that's fine as a business model. Like, it's good for them. Like, I'm not going to be putting down that business model, but that's not what we're doing. We're going for more of that like quality over quantity approach. And we want to have people that think the same, that they're excited by that opportunity, that are okay with having that visibility, that are okay with turning up every single day and, you know, really working for it, because that's what we're all doing here. So yeah, it's not going to be the experience for everybody, but I think it's a really exciting opportunity for somebody that wants to get in on the ground on something that's growing, and work with people that are really good at what they do and very experienced at what they do. Because I think, you know, between myself and Rachel, we've got a ton of industry experience in medical communications, but beyond just that, it's Skills Alliance. Like, we specialize and we become experts in what we do, like you said. So, you know, we're not going after that like volume, we're not split desking, we're not, you know, going after like crazy headcounts, but we want to have that, you know, steady growth, but again, that quality over quantity, and make sure that we're doing that every decision that we're making is the right decision for us at that time.
What can you just give an insight as well into sort of like, what is office life like? You know, what's the team like?
I think we're a very fun team.
I think you're a very fun team.
Personally. But again, I'm biased. I think you're asking the wrong people these questions. No, I think it's good. Like, we all work hard. We all love what we do. There have been challenges in the past year, but we've all shown up every single day, and we've all like worked hard at what we do. But then we do a lot to celebrate things when it all pays off, you know, like, and it's not just the big wins. Like, it's not just the like, I put a massive deal through. It's important, and as fun as that is to celebrate, but it's the smaller things as well, and it's that constant encouragement. And I think in the market at the moment as well, that's really valuable. Because not like, success isn't just putting a deal through. It's every single day there's something different. We're a big believer of that as a team, and celebrating as much as we possibly can, and not just because we like having a good time, but because it's important to do that. I would say, like, as in our current team, like, we do have a preference for like going for like quite bougie meals as our celebrations. That's probably our main thing at the moment. We've gone to some fabulous places. The best one that I think that we've gone to is this restaurant called Gotham, which is conveniently very near my house.
Or just...
It isn't. It actually isn't. But it was amazing. That was so good, and we did that as a little celebration thing. We had a really fun Christmas thing where we went to this restaurant called Chinese Tuxedo that's in Chinatown. And that was fabulous. And they've got like a bar underneath it and stuff. It's really good. And we're currently planning...
I want to get on the next flight over.
Oh, yeah. And we're currently planning our summer party, which is also very exciting. And I'm very much looking forward to that. We're thinking something about like a rooftop bar, like maybe like a couple of like, a poolside thing maybe. So that'll be good. And now that the weather's like cheered up here in New York, it's actually exciting to plan these things.
Exactly. No, well, that all sounds very exciting. You've sold me. Not that I need a challenge, but you know, I'm there.
You're gonna throw your hat into the ring and come over.
So it is such an amazing opportunity for anyone that is looking, and you've sold it perfectly.
Oh, thanks, Mills.
And it was so nice to hear about your successful year as well, and I cannot wait to see you blossom this year. You've blossomed even more. You've already blossomed, re-blossomed. Come back out again this year.
I think now that we've really found our feet, like it genuinely feels like such an exciting time, and there's like quite a buzz in the office where it just feels like, okay, we know what we're doing, we have been doing this now for a year. We've been over here. We're not like rookies to the city.
No more newbies. You are.
Yeah, exactly. And we can really, we're in this really exciting time. And I think that what we need is some more people to like really feed on that energy, and to really, grow us as well. I think that's it's like prime time really. And I think we're all really excited for it. Yeah, I know that I am. I don't want to speak for the others, but
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, Soph, and I can't wait to see what the New York office brings for all of you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and you'll have to come and visit.
Obviously, of course. I didn't need to do this podcast for that.
Yeah, come and do the next one in person. Yeah.
I'll bring my mic. So thanks everyone that's been watching this, and catch us next time for a Recruitment 101.
Thanks so much, Mills.
Thank you.
Bye.